Bonjour, my name is Sage Moses. I'm from Bictagon, Anishinaabe, or also known as Pickora First Nations, that's located on the shores of Lake Superior. Today, I get the chance to tell my story throughout the years attending the OYIP program. I would like to say a big thank you to the Lieutenant Governor for inviting us on behalf of the Outland Youth Employment Program. I would also like to do a land acknowledgement of the traditional territories of Lac La Croix First Nation. My journey started back in 2015 as a first-year ranger. The first time I heard about this program was because of my native high school counselor introduced it to me, my sister, and multiple Indigenous youth. Fun fact, the program used to be called FNNRYEP, which means First Nations Natural Resources Youth Employment Program, which is kind of a mouthful. So thankfully we shortened it down to OYIP, which means Outland Youth Employment Program. When joining the program, I didn't know what to expect. This made me very nervous, and growing up I was very shy. This was actually my first time having a job, and also a big step because we were leaving home for 6 weeks to live in a remote camp. I still have lifelong friends from 2015, and we're still in contact. The OYIP program actually helped me graduate on time by obtaining 2 co-op credits that they offer each summer. I'm very grateful I got out of my comfort zone to take this program. Without this program, I would have never been able to graduate on time with my fellow classmates back in 2016. Throughout the 6 weeks, we got to obtain different certificates like First Aid, WHMIS, Bear Aware, Orca, tree planting, brush cutting, and much more. This was an amazing opportunity for First Nations community to have a better understanding of forestry industries within their location. In 2016, I became a second-year ranger within the program. The OYIP program always allows first-year rangers, first hands, to become second-year rangers. This time, during this season, we did more production. We did 3 weeks of brush cutting or tree planting. This allowed me to push myself to the limits, boost my confidence as a worker and as an individual, and also became a leader for the first-year rangers. Second-year rangers have more responsibility as they have a better understanding of how the program works. The Outland Youth Employment Program helps Indigenous youth gain new skills and learn about different job opportunities. It is tailored towards local communities and industries like natural resources, forestry, energy, mining, fieldwork training, and science. At the end of each program, we always do a closing ceremony to celebrate the graduates who have completed the program. We would also like to thank sponsorships, the communities, and the participants who have helped throughout the season. The Outland Youth Employment Program also gives out an award to a second-year ranger who has showed leadership, been a role model to their peers, and have improved their strength throughout the program. This is called the Sydney Award. In 2016, I actually won the award with a fellow ranger from Sandbar. This was a foundation for myself and what the future held. When rethinking about that moment, it showed that the staff management really believed in me. 2017 to 18, I applied to become a crew leader in training. These were my best years because it really showed what I'm passionate about in life, and that is working with Indigenous peoples. Some things you need to do as a CIT is make sure that camp duties are being done right. Also, is to make sure management needs help with any situation. The OYIP program provides a healthy environment that Indigenous people feel safe. We bring in knowledge keepers and elders for cultural guidance, and we also make sure management is culturally aware. During my crew leader years, I really enjoyed every moment. The youth were amazing. The management were there to guide me and direct me in the right direction. The one great thing I remember the most during my times as a CIT is watching the first years transition to the second years. You see them grow as individuals. You see them stepping out of their shells. and you see that the strength within them are slowly growing bit by bit. The Outland Youth Employment Program recognizes that Indigenous youth face barriers when entering the workforce. One of our main goals is to make sure we support and connect them. This year, we ensured 100% of the grads' employment. Some placements that they got employed from are Ontario Parks, Ministry of Natural Resources, Outland Planting, KMB Resources, West Fraser Limited, the Project Learning Tree Canada, and the Trans-Canada Trail. From 2019 to 2021, I have been a crew leader for the OYIP program. These years have really inspired me to go back into post-secondary. I just recently graduated the Native Child Family Services program at the Confederation College. I am currently working at one of our 3 camps in Ontario that is located across Quetico Provincial Park called Mink Lake. Throughout my 7 years with working with the Outland Youth Employment Program, I have worked at all 3 camps in Ontario. I've worked with hundreds of youths throughout my timeline while working with the Outland Youth Employment Program. I have met so many great individuals, so many great memories, and they have shared so much knowledge. I've also worked with amazing staff members throughout my years. This program has changed my life for the better. When I rethink back to my teen years, I wouldn't be here where I am today. The Outland Youth Employment Program established 20 years ago, back in 2000. We work towards equity and opportunity for Indigenous youth and communities. So far, we had the pleasure of working with 110 Indigenous communities. 610 have graduated the program, earning 827 high school credits. In total, the youths have planted 2.2 million trees. Today, we have 6 national-wide summer camps, 3 in Ontario, 1 in Alberta, 1 in Manitoba, and 1 in BC. Some statistics of the OYIP program is that 96% agree that we provide the tools and education for their employment and career path. 47% are the first in their families to graduate high school. 72% are currently employed. 92% are completed high school. 97% agree that this program has put them on a positive path in life. To continue this positive path for change, I encourage people to invest in the Outland Youth Employment Program. OYIP has changed many lives through rangers to staff management. I would love to see other Indigenous youth participate in these kind of experience. Miigwech, thank you.